Good evening and welcome to Entrepreneur Pitfall number 28. Today we are going to talk about social media. A lot of entrepreneurs do not realize the power of social media or don't understand the importance of having social media being a part of your small business or medium business or even your corporation. So that's what we'll be talking about today. So let's start with the problem. So most of the time, the biggest issue is a lot of us have social media. We have it for personal purposes, but we don't think about the value that there would be for social media. Another thing is that we do have social media for our business, but we use it in the wrong way. So we use it for completely hard sales to people, which is really not what you should be using social media for. So those are the problems. The problem is, number one, you either don't have it because you don't know the value, or you have it and you utilize it in the wrong way, again, because you don't understand the value. So let's talk a little bit about the identifier. So if you don't have it, there is nothing to identify. You probably just have personal social media and you don't have any that is designed for your business, but you should. Identifiers that you're using it in the wrong way. If you are not building relationships or garnering sales or getting customers or having people come to you and tell you, hey, they really like what it is that you're doing on social media, then you are almost guaranteed that you're doing something wrong. So let's talk about what we can do for identifiers and why it's so important to utilize social media for your business. So the very first thing is, depending on your target market, you need to be utilizing social media. So there's different platforms for different types of clients or clientele. So if you are going after a professional or corporate base, then you definitely should be on LinkedIn. Yes, there are lots of businesses that are on LinkedIn. You can do lots of things to show yourself as an expert on that particular platform. Very specifically, you can publish articles there. You can also publish what services you offer, but most importantly, your resume is there. So not only do you have your resume that shows whatever your prior experience is, like when you were in the corporate world, but also if you have your existing whatever you do now currently for your business, you should include that on your resume as well. So that's perfect if you're doing professional or if you are doing corporate clients. The next item is if you are doing anything that involves millennials, so you have a younger audience, then you need to be on the platform that younger people are on. So for instance, you should be on Snapchat. You should be doing the What's It app. There are lots of different places that you can go for that. Also, there are other things that you can use, like meetup.com is another good application or good place to be, as well as there's also a platform that a lot of young people are on, which is called Kick. So many people only advertise or give awareness of their business on Facebook, and the truth of the matter is you have to go wherever your clients are. So if your clients are into Twitter more, or if your clients are on Instagram, it really depends on what it is that you're offering, because if you are offering like do it yourself, or if you're offering anything that has a graphic that can go to it, or anything that could have a picture, or they could be mobile, that you could show where you are, Pinterest is a good place. Also, Instagram is a good place as well. So it really kind of just depends on the target audience that you're trying to reach out to that will determine what platform you should be on. But you should be investigating each platform, knowing the average age of the people that access that platform. And then you want to make sure that you're presenting your information to the people on that platform in the way that they like to have it presented to them. So, for instance, Instagram is very laid back, very fun. And if you have a graphic or a picture, you should use the graphic or a picture to draw the person in, but you also want to make sure that you have good content there. So that moves us to the next solution to the problem. So many people are using social media, but they don't have good content. When I say good content, you have to be providing people with something that they don't know or something that they need to know. And that doesn't mean that you have to give away the secret of your business. But just like the videos that I'm doing, where some people may know this already, there are some people who don't know it. So whatever information I provide has to be enough information that someone could take it and say, hey, you know what, I can use that. So that's the same thing when you do Facebook, when you do Instagram, when you do Pinterest, if you do Google Plus, anything that you use, you want to plan it. So you want to say, this is my topic for today, and then you want to give some key points. You don't want to give too much, but you don't want to give too little. But the content has to be worthy. It has to be something that will help someone. The next thing is that you have to be good at having some type of graphic that goes with it. So you either need to learn how to make memes, or you need to utilize some type of graphic program that can assist you. There are some free options that are out there, but then you can also pay people to do it, because some people aren't as creative when it comes to making certain things. But if you are a for-profit or if you are a non-profit, you should be on some type of social media. And what I tell people is you should prepare a social media campaign, because it makes it easier. You can do different challenges for a whole month. You can go out and, so like, here's an example. Let's say that domestic violence is your nonprofit cause. You could go and look up the different things in every month that are about domestic violence, or you can pick your month. Or so there's different things that are around domestic violence. So there's domestic violence. There's also I'm sorry, I think it's dating, domestic violence, and there's also domestic violence for teens. There are a lot of different things, and those things happen in different months. So you can use those months to talk about those specifics in your cause. The same thing with your business. So if you have a marketing business, you can pick January to be your month where you talk about making new resolutions for your business or getting started. You can move to February and you can talk about, now that you've gotten started, what to do next. The other thing is, like, let's say you have a car washing business and you want to promote that. Well, you could talk about different things with your car washing business. You could talk about how, there are spots that get left on the car, or you could talk about the importance of treating your interior, especially if it's leather. There are lots of different things that you can do. So you just have to think about your business, and you have to think about the audience. Think about what problems they have in the industry that you're in, and then give them some tips and tricks that they can use. So social media should really be used for, one, building awareness around your business. Two, building connections and engaging with clients and customers and potential partners. Then number three, it should be used to promote and advertise your product. Don't start off with trying to promote and advertise your product, because what happens is you end up on people's, they turn your notifications off, or they unfollow you. There's lots of things that can happen. But if you're providing things that people can use and that people actually need, and it's of value to them, then they will follow you. They will use your information. They will share your information with people. And that's the goal. That's what you want to get to. Because the person actually watching you or seeing your post, they may not be the one to use your service, but they may be the ones to make the recommendation to a person who will choose to use your service. So you just want to keep that in mind. So that was Entrepreneur Pitfall number 28, and that was social media, talking about the importance of social media. So just as every time, I tell you guys to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hope this has helped you. If you need any further information about social media, leave a comment below. We read all comments and we respond to them as well. So until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good evening.